Hey everyone, welcome to In the Beyond, and thank you guys so much for joining me. Today we're back with another timeless pick a card reading, and we're going to be channeling a message around your gifts and how you will use your gifts to unlock and fulfill your destiny. So we have 3 piles to choose from today. We have group number 1 with the Don't Blame Others for Your Feelings Oracle card, as well as this honey calcite crystal. We have pile number 2 with the Let Your Waters Flow Oracle card with this ruby and kyanite crystal. And for pile number 3, we have Listen to the Song of the Birds Oracle with this Larimar crystal. So take all the time you need to see which crystal and which card is really calling out to you, and that is going to be the pile that has a message for you today. You will find your timestamp in the description box below. And yeah, let's get into this reading. Let's see what's in the cards, and let's go in the beyond. Hey pile 1, if you guys were drawn to the honey calcite crystal as well as the Don't Blame Others for Your Feelings Oracle card, this is going to be your reading. Let's see how you will use your gifts to unlock and fulfill your destiny. So right away I'm tapping into the feeling of this oracle card, and I'm getting a lot about a really important destiny here, because we have all of this celestial depictions of the night sky, and we have what appears, in my opinion, to be maybe a mother and child, or just a teacher and child. So I feel like your destiny could potentially have to do with being a teacher or an elder of some sort. Also, with the words on this card, I'm getting a deep sense of your empathic abilities, your abilities to really feel what's going on in yourself and in your environment and with others as well. So let's get deeper. I'm going to pull cards first to explore your gifts deeper, and then we'll explore how you're going to use them for your destiny. So let's start with some tarot. Let's pull cards for group 1. What gifts will pile 1 use to fulfill their destiny? What gifts will my pile 1 use? Any other cards? Okay, so you have the Wheel of Fortune here. Beautiful. Justice. Ace of Wands. The Hierophant, yes. The Moon here, yeah, those deep empathic feelings. Wow, the tarot is speaking very clearly today. And the Devil, yeah. Okay, so right away, you are very sensitive, you're very empathic. You probably have the clairsentient psychic abilities, as well as like you have clear knowing, you have clear feeling, clear sight even. And I'm getting a sense of injustices in your past, injustices about how you were treated. Maybe you had injustices around your very formative years, being a young person, growing up as a child. Maybe others were a bit overbearing and overpowering, and maybe you never felt fully in your power. Maybe you always felt like there was forces outside of yourself that had more control. Maybe you just felt like there were great injustices in your home life or in your society or environment. This could be institutionalized prejudices. This could be feeling unfairness in your home environment, like maybe siblings were always treated better, or maybe there was just some imbalance around you and who you are. Maybe it was for your gender or how you like to express yourself, but there was just feelings of, I'm getting almost some abuse here with the devil. It doesn't have to be that extreme. It could just be feelings of other people being treated differently, or you just feeling like you were never treated fairly for whatever reason. I think that will obviously be different for everyone here in this group, but that is the general sense of feeling that I'm getting from the cards. And this is actually being pointed out because it is part of your destiny. It is part of your destiny to overcome these feelings of abuse, injustice, or just feeling like less than. This really has to do with your worth, and things like that. You guys, also one of your gifts is how tapped into spirit you are. So we have don't blame others for your feelings. This is speaking about all these injustices and maybe oppression and things like maybe you were bullied growing up as well. That could be another reason of why you probably have these intense feelings of injustice. But we have we have these intense feelings of injustice here. Your gift is in overcoming that. Your gift is in your strength and in your resilience to overcome these things, to re-examine your feelings, and to set yourself free. Another clear gift we have here is with Wheel of Fortune and Ace of Wands. This is your deep connection to the spirit and the spiritual realms. You guys have a very deep connection to all things in the spirit realm, whether you connect to astrology, celestial bodies, or if you connect more with the notion of, spirit guides, angels. You just have a very strong spirit team, and your spirit team, ancestors, animal guides, whatever you work with, that is one of the main gifts that will help you fulfill your destiny, is going deeper into your spiritual practice, deeper into your connection. And I'm also seeing that in all of these star-like celestial dots here in this beautiful oracle card. It's really lining up well with Wheel of Fortune and Ace of Wands, this representation of the universe. You being very connected to the universe, very connected to spirit, and very connected to, the higher beings, whether you think of them as like goddesses, gods, deities, or angels, or ascended masters, or spirit guides, whatever you like to work with. You guys are very tapped in, very connected, very close, and that is one of your gifts. Over here we have the Hierophant and the Moon, and this is perfect. This is confirming what I was picking up in the first oracle card. The Hierophant is the representation of a very wise teacher, somebody who has, a very high status in a body of learned knowledge. So this is representing one of your greatest gifts that will help you to fulfill your destiny, is your ability to teach others, your ability to be that wise mentor, that wise elder, that wise leader, that wise teacher. That is one of your gifts that is going to help you fulfill your destiny deeper. And then we also have the Moon here, and I love that the Moon came out because this is really how I was also feeling with the oracle card. The oracle card says don't blame others for your feelings, and then the Moon card comes out. The Moon is all about our inner world, our deepest feelings, and the Moon is really representing here as well your ability in your empathic feelings. You can really sense the energy in a room. You can really sense how others are feeling. You can have that watery intuition and that knowing, like the clairsentient abilities, just knowing, just being able to know truths and teachings at a core deep level without, you know, somebody telling you these things. So this is beautiful. I love the cards that came out representing your gifts. Let's pull some more cards to see how you will be fulfilling your destiny with these gifts. So pile 1 here. How will my pile 1 be fulfilling this destiny with these gifts? Yeah, I see you guys working with younger people, because the daughter of Earth, so this is the Page of Pentacles with the Linden came out. So I think you guys will be probably working with the youth. You guys, I see you as wise elders, mentors, leaders. Some of you might want to go into a field or career where you do therapy, you know, psychotherapy. Maybe you just want to be a mental health counselor of some kind. Maybe you want to help people who are struggling with addiction or struggling with, you know, systemic issues like poverty, women's healing, women's empowering movements as well. I see you guys wanting to help people who maybe are marginalized or on the fringes of society, because we do have this woman or this girl weaving this gate, this boundary. I think you guys want to, fulfilling your destiny will be helping you through boundary regulation. So this could be interpreted in a lot of different ways depending on what resonates with you, but I see you guys wanting to help people who feel left out of society or just left out in general. You want to be a bridge, you want to be a door opener to help others access things that maybe you didn't have access to when you were younger, or you just see a lot of people not being able to access things, whether that is basic human rights like shelter and food, or if that is more emotional things like accessing a happy, fulfilling life or a stable home, a safe environment. Your work has to do with helping yourself first and then others to access a more joyful, abundant lifestyle, a lifestyle that is more centered in equality, harmony, and fairness. Because there is deep energy here around injustice and feeling like things are not fair. Also, I see, like I was saying with the youth, I see a lot of you working with children. You might want to work with children with special needs, children who maybe are on, you know, the autism spectrum, maybe children who just are misunderstood for whatever reason, and children who might not have access to healthy, stable environments. You want to be like a strong role model and a good example to these children. I also see some of you guys wanting to be like life coaches, therapists, maybe just helping people, women, teens, whomever, everyone. I'm just getting like a very specific image in my mind of like social workers, therapists, helping people to overcome obstacles in their life and helping people to really step into their power and to be like the best versions of themselves, fulfilling their highest potential. And this is really deep stuff here, you guys. This is feeling like part of your destiny because it seems like the path that you have had to walk in your own life. Like I was saying, I felt like your early life had a lot of these injustices, had a lot of these like abuses potentially, or just feelings of unfairness. And it will be part of your destiny to help other people through a similar journey. let me just grab a sip of water because these energies are super intense. I love it. But yeah, deep stuff here, you guys. Pile 1, deep stuff. Let's pull some more cards for my pile 1 and how they will fulfill this destiny. Yes, Tulsi awakening. Whew. So in addition, you guys, to all the things we've covered so far, this Tulsi card is pointing back to the Ace of Wands and to the Wheel of Fortune. Part of you fulfilling your destiny has to do with you fulfilling and maintaining your spiritual gifts. You guys, your spiritual journey is very central to your destiny, to your life purpose, your mission here on the planet. Because I see a lot of you wanting to go and do this really deep, hard work of helping people on the fringes of society, or helping people who are marginalized or systematically oppressed, or just helping the weak and vulnerable here on Earth. Whatever is resonating with you, I see a lot of you guys going in deeper and maybe facing some of the darker truths here on Earth. And your spiritual teachings, your spiritual journey is going to be how you stay centered, stay in a holistic, healthy mind state. Your spiritual journey is just central to your work, and it's very important for you to place a great value on your spiritual practices. So everyone in this group could resonate differently with what their spiritual practice is. For some of you, this could be a very deep meditation practice that you do every day. It's very important every single day to show up to your specific spiritual practice, whether you are just lighting a candle and praying, or talking to your ancestors or guides, or whether you like to meditate, or if you like to do body work like yoga, or even potentially Reiki. Whatever your spiritual practice is, just know that it is deeply integral to you fulfilling your destiny. You have a lot of spiritual gifts, and those gifts are going to be how you go deeper into your destiny. So it's very important that you maintain this close connection to spirit, because you need to be looking out for the signs and synchronicities from the spirit world. You need to be receiving energy from the spirit world to potentially direct into your work here on Earth, or you need to be receiving spiritual energy to just keep your body and mind in a healthy and strong place. So yeah, beautiful energy here coming out, you guys. Let's maybe get another card. How will my pile 1 fulfill their destiny with these gifts? Yes. Okay, we have the Mother of Water card with the oats. Whew. Oats are a very healing herb. Very soothing, very calming, very soothing for the nervous system, calming the heart, calming the mind, things of that nature. With this beautiful water card coming out, and this beautiful moon being represented here, all of the watery elements in this card, I'm getting that deep sense of like being a mentor again with the mother here. And I was picking that up in the first oracle card. I was feeling like this was a trusted elder or mother to a child or a young person. So your destiny is very centered on being that strong, wise role model for the young, or even being that strong, wise role model for your own children, potentially, if you have children or if you want to have children. Part of your destiny could be very centered on being a strong, healthy adult, being a strong role model that you might not have had growing up. You could be transmuting a lot of intergenerational trauma, intergenerational karma, and you being a, you know, healthy in mind, body, and spirit. Just being this healthy role model could be taking your family into huge leaps. I'm getting, like, you could be taking your ancestral line, your family line, into a new reality, into a new dimension, because maybe you are the first person in a while to show up in this way for the children on your line, the incoming ancestors through your line. So that's a message for a few people here. But in general, as a whole, in this reading, group 1, you guys are here to be that teacher, that mentor, a person who, you know, is helping the youth, is helping people overcome these injustices here on the planet, helping people to find their inner strength, helping people to find their power and find their greatest fulfillment and potential. This was a very, very intense, deep reading. The energies here are super strong, and that just goes to show how much work you're doing, how connected you are to spirit, and things of that nature. I'm going to pull maybe 1 or 2 more oracle cards for any last advice for you guys, pile 1. Any last advice? Whoa, for my pile 1. What does pile 1 need to know? Okay, so we have kangaroo with courage. You are being tested. Have faith and stand in your truth. Yeah, I think you guys have been through a lot of obstacles, a lot of tests. It's really taken you a lot of courage to get through, but I think you always have that inner strength to really pull on, and you have that strong connection to the spirit world to, you know, be infused with that extra power from the spirit world as well. So yeah, this is really talking about, like, keeping courage in your heart, being brave to do this intense work, even if it gets dark, even if it gets deep. You guys are on this really powerful healing journey to heal yourself and then bring that healing to others as well who are in a vulnerable place in their life. Ooh, we also have grounding. Ground your energies and emotions deep into the earth. Yes, you guys are deep empaths here. Always focusing on meditation and grounding is great advice. It really helps us to step into our bodies, get back in touch with our bodies, get back in touch with, you know, our full being and who we are and what we want to do in this world. If some of you have experienced, you know, different forms of abuse or trauma, it's really important to tap back into our bodies after we have been maybe a bit separated from them because of overwhelming trauma and things like that. We get this sense of separation from our bodies. So doing somatic work here could be really empowering for you. Maybe in the future you will go on to be a somatic professional and help people to reconnect with their own bodies and their own intelligence that is in the physical body. I am getting things around potential trigger warning here with maybe some sexual trauma, maybe some abuse in some way. Having those boundaries could have been crossed in your own life, and you potentially will be helping people to mend the relationship with their own body, mend the feelings that come with having boundaries being crossed and things like that. Just a lot of work here to help people overcome feelings of abuse and oppression. So grounding is great advice, and one of your greatest strengths is your emotional capacity, is your emotional intelligence, and is your ability as an empath. So yeah, if you feel separated from your own body, this is great advice to, you know, do meditation, do yoga, do somatic work to get tapped into your own body, because your own body has some of your greatest psychic abilities and psychic gifts. You'll be able to sense things through the feelings in your body. So that is one last message here. Just talking about your deep gifts in that area and how you could potentially help others as well. So yeah, pile 1, beautiful, beautiful reading. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you did like this reading, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below letting me know how this resonated with you. I absolutely love doing these readings. I always love to read the comments. I love your feedback. And I just love this little community that is being created here through the channel. So thank you all so much for your support. And I really hope to see you guys in one of my next readings. Hey pile 2, if you guys were drawn to the ruby and kyanite crystal, as well as the Let Your Waters Flow card, this is going to be your reading. Let's see how you will use your gifts to fulfill your destiny. So right away, you being drawn to this card is really talking about releasing and letting go of emotions, letting go of grief, to remember who you are and to really be connected with your true self. Just letting emotions flow through you so you can really get clear on who you are and who you are meant to be. I'm first gonna pull some cards to get a clear idea of your gifts, and then we will pull more cards to get an idea of how you will be using those gifts to fulfill this destiny. So with this card, again, getting a strong sense of like very empathic people in this pile, people who have a lot of those healing and empathic abilities. But yeah, let's go deeper here. Pile 2. What are the gifts for my pile 2? What gifts will my pile 2 be using to fulfill their destiny? What gifts will my pile 2 be using to fulfill their destiny? A clear idea of pile 2's gifts. We have the 8 of Swords coming out first. The Harvest of Stones, so this is the King of Pentacles. The 2 of Swords. Yeah, the 3 of Swords is coming out. Oh, and the 8 of Stones is also coming out. Interesting energy. We have Earth and Air here. So talking about your gifts here, let me go deeper into these cards. Okay, so you guys have expression as one of your deepest gifts is your gift of expression. That's just being represented very clearly in the Let Your Waters Flow card, with the expression of the emotions flowing, of the water flowing. The 8 of Stones, the 8 of Pentacles card to me personally, and this specific card, it's really talking about artistic expression, being a craftsperson, being an artist. 8 of Swords talks about expression, needing to express deep emotions and deep feelings to get our life moving again, to feel unstuck. 2 of Thunder, 2 of Swords, this card is giving me this deep empathic ability that you guys have and you possess. The 3 of Thunder, this is talking about, you know, the emotions of grief, the emotions of a broken heart. So you guys feel very deeply. This is one of your greatest gifts, is feeling very deeply and expressing your feelings very clearly and very deeply here. Ooh. The King of Pentacles here, the Harvest of Stones. With this, I'm getting expression and legacy. So you fulfilling your destiny, one of the gifts is like expression, because we have all these beautiful raindrops. I feel like that is your artistic expression. I'm also getting legacy, because to me, I read this as like a father and a son almost, or father and child, and that is representing about, you know, legacy, what you will leave here after you leave this earth. With the swords and the pentacles, the air and the earth, I'm getting a very mental energy and a very earthy energy, obviously. So I'm interpreting that as your ideas. One of your greatest gifts is you putting your ideas onto paper, you putting your ideas into the physical world and having them, you know, manifest into creative projects, manifest into, you know, writing a tangible physical book, creating tangible physical paintings, or even, you know, you could be a musician as well, singer, songwriter, creating songs that could be represented as, you know, like a record, or, you know, your book of songs, etc. And it's very interesting, this let your waters flow card. We do have all the representations of the water element, and also I'm getting like fire element as well. So I'm getting these to me, that represents putting emotions and putting our somatic knowledge and feeling and really expressing it out into the world as creative fire, creative energy. So yeah, your deepest gifts are going to be your ability to express yourself, your ability to express your emotions, your ability to express your story and your situation to the world, you expressing your deep grief. I feel like you're one of the people that really feels things maybe on a deeper level than the average person. You really have this deep well of feelings. You probably maybe always resonate with being an empath. Maybe as a child you always felt things, you know, deeper than maybe your peers and classmates or siblings, and you always were kind of maybe labeled the sensitive one, or just you definitely, I feel like we're always kind of, if people didn't express this to you, you probably just felt it internally. Like, why do I always feel things so intensely, so strongly? Why do I have these maybe intense emotions? And it's part of your destiny to use your emotional, you know, resonance and feeling to express deep truths about the human condition, or about society, or just about maybe your life story. I think you have a lot to share with the world and really express to the world. So your deepest gift that will help you to unlock your destiny is your gift of expressing yourself, expressing how you feel, expressing how you think, expressing what you think, expressing, you know, this deep well of emotion. Maybe you have a lot of sadness or grief because of a certain situation, and you really want to express that out into the world. You want to channel your emotions into artwork, into creating, you know, videos, creating potentially music, or, you know, really this could be anything. This could be ceramics, painting, etc. And I'm really sorry, I apologize. My neighbors are just outside playing in their pool, so I'm really sorry if you hear like a lot of children screaming and things like that. I unfortunately am filming on a Sunday, so obviously my neighbors are outside as well, so I do apologize about that. But yeah, I just want to keep going into this reading and talking about, you know, your greatest gifts are expression, creative abilities, emotional capacity as well. Okay, so let's move on to pull some cards about you using these gifts to fulfill this destiny. So how will my pile 2 use these beautiful gifts to fulfill this destiny? How will my pile 2 use their gifts to fulfill their destiny? So again, I apologize about the sound next door. We have strength with the garlic card. Exactly, strength. Beautiful. We have the sun with St. John's wort. Yeah, beautiful. Expressing happiness. Like the St. John's wort, I feel like is just this beautiful representation of expression. The garlic is talking about your inner strength and you having this inner resilience and this inner fortitude. And that is how you will be expressing. Sorry, I just had to pause because my neighbors were just being so loud. I do apologize, but I was just channeling this message around the garlic card. You guys, how you will fulfill your destiny is you will be using your inner strength, your inner fortitude to, come to this beautiful place where you feel strong and in your power, and you will be able to just channel all of your inner emotions and this deep strength. You'll be channeling it into creative expression. The St. John's wort, I'm seeing it as representing radiance, the sunlight, sun shining out. You guys will be expressing your inner world out into the world, you know what I mean? So you'll be taking everything internally and channeling it through you, expressing it out into the world. And I was just tapping into this crystal, and we have the kyanite with the ruby. And the kyanite is this very calm, very emotionally soothing stone and healing stone. And then the ruby has this beautiful expression of, that red, pinkish, almost like love and fiery nature to it. So I'm getting, this stone is just lining up so nice with this reading. Like your emotional world will be expressed out through creation and love. I just love when these messages line up like that. Okay, yeah, the Ace of Air with Yarrow. Okay. This is exactly how I was feeling when I was just tapping into the kyanite. The Ace of Air here, the Ace of Swords. Your creative ideas are going to bring a lot of healing. That is one of the main messages in this reading as well, is whatever you choose to express out into the world, whether that is you writing a book, you writing a blog, you making videos, you making artwork like illustrations, paintings, you creating fashion, you creating jewelry, you creating music, you are a singer, whatever it is, you guys have these creative gifts. You will be channeling your emotional truth out with these creative gifts. You will be expressing them. And you will be fulfilling your destiny as you do this. And the last important thing being talked about is what you channel out, what you express is going to be deeply healing for other people in the world. So your music might be very healing for others. The book you write could be very healing for the community, for others as well. Your art has the power to heal, and I just love when these messages come out, because how many times has a movie moved you to express emotion or find healing? How many times has like a book helped you to heal, or music is deeply healing? I think as humans we all have art or music that have helped us on our healing journey, and you guys are going to be creators of some of this deeply healing work that will be out there in the world. So yeah, just know how powerful your gifts are, know how powerful your expression and your creativity is. I was a little bit surprised at this reading, but it's just so beautiful and so needed now. The world, the earth needs healing. humanity as a whole needs a lot of healing, and I think your specific story, the truths that you know, your emotional capacity and your emotional story, I think has the power to help a lot of people on their own journeys and help a lot of people find healing and find peace here on earth right now. Whew. Okay, so let's pull another card or two for any last messages or last advice for you guys. Pile 2. Last messages or last advice for my pile 2. Any last messages for my pile 2, please, Spirit? Yeah, okay, so we have the Hair card with Strength coming out, and it says, take time to make clear decisions, bring awareness and light to the situation. Yeah, so with this card, I feel like your story, your fulfilling of your destiny might take time, and that is okay. It's very important for you to, you know, fulfill your own journey of emotional healing, to remember, you know, who you are and what you came here to do. With the large ears of the Hare, I'm also getting, it's very important you stay very tapped into spirit, into your own spiritual practice here. Being able to really listen to spirit, to have these big ideas, this I feel like you are definitely a vessel for divine inspiration, and maybe some of your ideas for your creativity, you will be channeling them from divine realms, from higher realms. So it's very important for you to be very conscious of your mental space, like maybe mindfulness meditation could be something that could really help you to be this like almost empty vessel for this divine inspiration. It's very important that your, you know, your head space, your mental space is very clear. It's not too bogged down by disempowering thoughts or beliefs, things of that nature, so you can have this beautiful space to download, to channel, and to interpret messages from spirit, because these messages are very important for you to bring them out into the world. You know, I think you guys are definitely divine vessels, divine channel for divine inspiration. Okay, we also have the Antelope here with new pathways. Consider whether you are happy on your current path. Okay, yeah. It's very important that you guys stay emotionally balanced. So it's very important for you to express your emotions when you feel them. Try not to repress anything. It's very important that you have this clear headspace as well. I'm seeing with the antelope antlers, this is also talking about that divine inspiration. Your crown chakra is very important in this lifetime. Your crown and your third eye, I think, is where you will be getting a lot of your, you know, ideas and inspiration for the creative expression and the creative work that you came here to do. So it's very important to keep those channels clear and open as best as possible. Heavy emotions can, you know, weigh us down physically. They can also, you know, weigh us down energetically as well. So it's very important to clear and purge and let go of grief and heavy emotions so you can stay this clear channel. So your emotional health is very important for you guys on your journey to fulfill your destiny. Take your emotional and mental health very seriously. If you feel called to, always work with professionals. If you feel like that is resonating with you on your path, to help you work through emotions or thoughts that maybe are keeping you in a, you know, in a place where you're not fulfilling your highest potential. But yeah, I love these two animals that came out with these like antennas pointing to the sky, because you guys are these channels receiving this guidance from above and receiving this creative guidance as well. Again, your gifts are your gifts of expression, your gifts of emotional capacity and emotional depth, your gift to create here from your own experiences, your ability to create beautiful art that moves people and heals people. That is really what I'm seeing for you guys, pile 2. Thank you all so much for joining me today. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below letting me know how this has resonated with you. I always love to read the comments. I love to do these readings, and I sincerely hope to see you guys in one of my next readings. Hey pile 3, if you guys were drawn to the Larimar stone, as well as listen to the Song of the Birds card, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what gifts you will be using to fulfill your destiny. So right away, I just want to say a quick apology for the noise level. If you hear like a lot of kids yelling and screaming and stuff, that's my neighbors. They're outside right now, unfortunately, being very loud. And I just wanted to do this reading today. So just wanted to say that, like, I'm really sorry. But this reading has been a really good one, and I'm excited to go deeper into this here. So you guys, pile 3, listen to the Song of the Birds. One of your greatest gifts will be your ability to hear the beings on planet Earth. So to hear the birds and to kind of feel what they are communicating, to feel, you know, the ocean, to feel the wind, interpreting these other life forms on planet Earth. That will be one of your gifts. I'm just tapping into that in this oracle card. And then I'm also getting one of your gifts is like this deep capacity for unconditional love, and this deep capacity and connection to the divine feminine energy here on Earth. If you don't like to, you know, think of that energy as divine feminine, you could also think of that as the yin energy in terms of yin and yang, or you could think of it in the terms of right-brained thinking, in terms of like, you know, left brain versus right brain kind of processes and things like that. So whatever way you like to think of that specific energy, it is the energy of emotional capacity. It is the, you know, the powers of imagination, the powers of visualization, empathy, understanding, compassion, cooperative thinking, looking at a picture and instead of just seeing one detail, you see the entire thing. So it's like big picture thinking, thinking around cooperation and harmony. That's kind of like that right brain stuff. If you want to go deeper, you can like give it a quick internet search if you want to explore these energies more. But sometimes I talk about it as divine feminine, and I don't want to confuse anyone. It's not really about gender, it's just about different energies here on the planet. So yeah, sorry if that was a lengthy intro. Let's go deeper here with tarot and get, we're gonna first look into your gifts, and then I'll pull more cards to get a good idea of how you will be using your gifts to fulfill your destiny. So let's start off here with my pile 3. What are the gifts? Ooh, for pile 3. Yeah, that was a lot of cards, but I mean, they did come out, so yeah, we'll keep those there. Gifts for pile 3. What gifts will my pile 3 be using to fulfill their destiny? What gifts will my pile 3 be using to fulfill their destiny? Pile 3, please, Spirit. Pile 3. Gifts for pile 3 to fulfill their destiny. Kind of a lot of cards came out, but no worries. Okay, so we have the Magician. I love that. The Star. Wow. The Magician and the Star. 2 powerful major arcana cards are coming out with your gifts. Wow, you guys. Okay, so pile 3. Magician. The Magician card in the traditional tarot is depicted with the 4 elements. And let me just put a quick seashell here for YouTube's nudity. Don't want to, you know, misstep the guidelines here. But yeah, the Magician card is usually represented with those 4 elements here on Earth. I think you guys, group 3, are very tapped into the other beings on planet Earth, and especially the elements. You're probably very connected to, you know, like Earth spirituality, shamanism, maybe, you know, paganism, or an indigenous practice of your ancestors. You are very tapped into Mother Earth. You know, you're very tapped into the elements and deities of, you know, fire, air, water here, earth. You could have some magical abilities as well. You know, the sorcerer, the witch, the shaman, the magician. You have the abilities to work with the elements here on Earth and to manifest things through your connection with the other beings here on the planet. So whether that is like your strong connection to animal guides, strong connection to the earth and gardening or herbalism, or it could just be like strong connection to birds and weather and the powers of the natural forces here on the planet. You guys are very, very tapped in. And the star coming out, another gift that you have, wow, is your connection to the sea and the celestial stars, the astrology, things like that. Destiny here is coming out, which is just beautiful. I love that. The Larimar stone is very connected to the ocean. It's a stone that is one of my favorites. I love this stone. It's created during volcanic activity, and it has these beautiful, you know, this beautiful look of the ocean and of water. So that's just like another confirmation, like you're very tapped into the elements. You're very tapped into these natural processes, these natural phenomenon, these things of power, like volcanic activity, like the ocean, like these celestial beings. You guys are just very tapped in. Okay, we also have the Wheel of Fortune. I love that. Exactly. We have the 7 of Cups. Interesting. The Ace of Cups. Okay, yeah. Whoa, the Harvest of Cups, or the King of Cups. Wow. The 8 of Cups and the Hierophant. Wow, you guys. Major energy here. Major energy. Okay, and for your gifts, we have Major Arcana cards, and we only have Cups cards that came out, which is super interesting. Okay, so obviously one of your gifts is your, like I was saying, it's connected to that divine feminine energy, that yin energy, that right-brained energy. It is the divine feminine capacity for healing, for understanding emotion, for deep feeling. I think you have a lot of healing abilities. You know, water is very soothing. It's very calming. There's a lot of different energy in this pile, so I feel like a lot of different people are here in this reading. So I'm going to try to make sure I mention everything for everyone here. So just take the messages that resonates, and the others are for other people. So you guys, with all this Cups energy, you're very tapped into that that yin energy, like that we were talking about, your capacity for unconditional love. I feel like you have unconditional love for all of the plants and the animals and the ecosystems and the natural phenomenon here on planet Earth. You are very much an earth person, like, you know, whether you resonate as like pagan or indigenous or just being somebody who is an environmentalist, like however it will resonate with you, it's going to be different for everyone. But you guys are very tapped into earth. I see a lot of you here in this pile also being like herbalists, being healers with your connection to earth. you guys have a deep spiritual connection as well. That is one of your gifts. So your gifts are your connection to the earth and the elements, like I was saying. Another gift is your deep connection to spirit. I'm seeing that in the Wheel of Fortune and the star here. Your deep connection to your spirit guides, your spirit team, ascended masters, deities, gods, goddesses, whatever it is for you. You guys have this deep relationship to spirit. And then in the Cups cards as well, I was talking about your gift for emotional compassion, emotional understanding, your gift to have unconditional love for other people, your gifts for healing, your gifts to be somebody who is a healer in the future. And we also have the Hierophant. So this is also somebody who is like an elder who has a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge in these fields. I see in your future you have the gift to step into leadership roles of healing, of sharing your capacity for love, sharing your capacity for emotional fulfillment, these kinds of things I'm seeing. Seven of Cups, this is very interesting. This specific card, again, Seven of Cups, I'm interpreting this energy as very specifically aligned to the Magician. I'm feeling like every cup is representing like one of the elements or one of the spirits that you're connected to. Hey, sorry about that. Just had to pause because it got really loud outside. But like I was saying, Seven of Cups, I feel like it's very aligned with the Magician. I feel like this is talking about like the elements and the deities that you connect to. Like you have a lot to choose from in that realm. And you can choose specific powers to connect to manifest specific things. So if you want to connect with healing deeper, I think you can really connect with water. If you want to connect with, you know, fire, creativity, you guys can. You have all these like animal spirit guides and magical things out in nature that you can tap into and you can connect to, and I feel like that is what the Seven of Cups is talking about. So yeah, let's pull some more cards here to go deeper and to get a better idea of how you will be using these gifts to fulfill your destiny. So how will my pile 3 use their gifts to fulfill their destiny? How will my pile 3 use their gifts to fulfill their destiny? Some of you might take your love of nature and really work to heal the environment. You might get very into like permaculture, replanting ecosystems, replanting habitat. You might be that like activist, that environmental warrior energy here, and you will really spread your love for the earth through that. But yeah, that's just something that came out before the cards. So let's go deeper. We have Cedar with the Chariot, beautiful. We have the Ten of Air with Alfalfa. The Daughter of Water with Chamomile, I love that. And we also have the Nine of Water with Peach. So you guys will be using all these beautiful gifts. Firstly, what I'm first seeing is the Nine of Water with Peach and the Chamomile. You'll be using all of your gifts to create healing on planet Earth. Healing and soothing for the next generation. Healing and soothing for the environment, like physical ecosystems. You know, maybe you're going to be taking your passions to heal bodies of water, marine life protections, habitat protections for the oceans, things like that. But yeah, there's a lot of energy around healing in this pile. With the Nine of Water and the Peach, this card can talk about enlightenment, heavenly wisdom, you know, healing and soothing to gain enlightenment. So I'm feeling like you guys will be using your gifts to create a lot of heightened awareness of things on earth. Again, with cedar and the chariot, cedar is a very spiritual tree. It is a very sacred tree, a very ancient tree. There's lots of wisdom and knowledge connected to the cedar. Cedar is spoken of as grandmother cedar to indigenous peoples on the North American continent. So again, with the chariot and Hierophant, I'm getting this strong sense of you being an elder in the future, of sharing your earth wisdom, sharing your wisdom that you've learned through your connection to nature. You guys are deeply connected to nature, like we've been talking about in this whole reading, and you'll be passing that wisdom on to future generations, passing wisdom on about living sustainably and harvesting sustainably to the future. You might want to, your work might take you to helping stop deforestation. Your work might take you to really protecting and setting up a lot of protected land and habitats for Earth. Things of that nature are really what is coming out strongly with healing as well in this reading. Ooh, lots of intense energies. I love it. As I'm tapping in further, for you to fulfill your destiny, you guys, you'll be using your gifts, like I was saying, of your connection to nature, of your abilities to hear the natural world and really hear what the natural world needs to heal. So specifically, what do the environments need? What do different animals need? That will be something you guys can really do deeply. And some of you here will definitely be in that herbalist, gardener, food forest creator, permaculture gardener as well. I could go on and I could go deeper. You might be into biodynamic farming. You might be into just your indigenous practices of farming. You guys are going to know exactly what resonates with you, but it is all about nature here with you guys. It is about nature, healing, and your connection to the spirit world and the spirit realm. And you guys being somebody who is a mentor, a teacher, an advocate, a leader in this environmentalism, in the connections to nature. You also could be an artist sharing your love of nature, sharing your emotional world, sharing your unconditional love, and through your creative passions as well. I'm seeing that in the 9 of Water with Peach. There might be a few of you here that resonate with that. You might share spiritual teachings with others as well, I'm seeing. You might not resonate with like wanting to be an environmentalist, but you might resonate with wanting to be like a spiritual teacher of some kind, or a teacher of talking about how to live sustainably on Earth, how the future generations can live more sustainably. You might be somebody who's a teacher in that way as well. You might be a teacher to help people to really grapple with the emotional densities here on Earth right now, and all of the chaos with all of the climate change and just with what is happening on the Earth. And you might be somebody who's being looked at as a leader to help through this, dark emotional time. That could be for a few of you here. Like I said, there's a lot going on in this pile. There's a lot of different energies here showing up, which is beautiful. Let me just kind of keep channeling. Your connection to spirit is just how you're going to fulfill your destiny. Your connection to nature, your connection to this divine feminine or yin energy, as I was talking about. Something I didn't touch on, which you might resonate with, is potentially you might be interested in you know, divination as well, and getting into the more like esoteric ways of maybe healing or bringing through prophecy here with this bowl of water and these crystals. I'm getting this message around maybe bringing in messages for people through divination, through prophecy, things like that. It's called scrying when you look into a bowl of water or when you look into a crystal to bring through visions. That could be a message for a few of you here. I'm just trying to go deeper and make sure I cover everything. But yeah, I think in general, a lot of you guys here will resonate with wanting to help the environment and help the other beings like the plants and animals here on Earth. Like I said, a lot of herbalist energy is coming through with the Ten of Air card. Gardener, permaculture, that energy is strong here. The Chariot, this is a very spiritual energy. Like I was saying, artistic energies coming through as well. So like I was saying, you might want to channel your love for Earth and your love for creation through your art, through any creative outlet, any creative ability. That could be writing, that could be making videos, that could be artistic stuff, music. But yeah, you guys, I think you might have an interest in shamanism or traditional spiritual practices that are very earth-based. I'm just really seeing that in the Oracle card there. So you guys are definitely gonna have a good idea of all this stuff. And part of your destiny is to just do what is resonating with you, follow where the earth is telling you to go, connect to the beings like that you gravitate towards, and to be the teacher in the future. You guys will be the mentor. You will be the teacher, the elder who imparts all of the wisdom you've collected over your life into the future generations so they can live a more healthy, holistic, sustainable lifestyle. That's really what I'm picking up from this general reading. I'm going to pull a few more cards to get any last messages or advice for you guys. Last messages or advice for my pile 3. Last messages or advice for pile 3. Anything else that wants to come out for pile 3? Okay, so we have the Deer Spirit with trust. Approach the situation with a light heart. Yeah, beautiful. So this is really talking about your emotional capacity, your unconditional love, the having and believing and trusting in yourself and the universe and in nature as well. The beautiful deer spirit, the fawn, I really connect that to like an earth deity, like a spirit guide very associated with the divine feminine and the earth as well. Deer are very graceful, they're very beautiful, they're very connected to that loving mother energy as well. So yeah, that is the energy that you will be tapping into as you fulfill your destiny here. Is very tapped into that like earthy Mother Earth energy, having love and compassion for all the beings on Mother Earth. Ooh, Tiger with divine timing. Good things come to those who wait. Yeah, so your fulfilling your destiny will definitely be about divine timing. It will definitely be about you kind of going through the journey of your life and learning a lot. You guys, part of your destiny is to accrue wisdom and to learn a lot of things so you can in the future pass those things on. So like you might be learning a lot about herbalism, you might be learning a lot about the environment, ecosystems, you might be learning a lot about endangered animals and how, you know, habitats and ecosystems work to support all of the web of life, that kind of stuff. So you guys will really be putting in a lot of time to learn these things. So really be patient as you fulfill your destiny and as you acquire more knowledge, as you become, you know, somebody who really knows the land and the animals. Always be patient with yourself. Try not to compare yourself or your path or your journey to other people, as you have a very unique path and purpose here on the planet right now, and it is very destined. It's very destined that you came here specifically at the time you did to do specific things for the healing of the people and the planet, as well as, you know, the environment and those habitats and ecosystems and things like that. You guys are very tapped in to nature, like I was saying, and nature has its own cycles and its own time of unfolding. So be patient and know that good things are coming, and it is about putting in that time investment so you can have the knowledge and the wisdom that you need to be that Hierophant, in that Hierophant position, having the wisdom to teach. Ooh, we have Whale with tenderness. Show compassion and forgive what needs to be forgiven. Yeah, the whale is, like, in my opinion, kind of a representation of, like, the epitome of divine feminine energy, like the blue whale especially. It's very connected to its young. The whale is very connected to the ocean, which is also seen as a very deep, ancient source of that divine feminine wisdom. All about love and compassion, all about, you know, that grandmother energy, that grandmother ocean energy. So if you're looking to tap deeper into your own gifts and into the gifts you came here to share and use to fulfill your destiny, connecting to the whale spirit might be very powerful for you guys. Doing whale meditations, even maybe listening to whale song, but maybe just doing visualizations or meditations where you tap into, you know, that marine life environment, that ocean energy, the whale energy, or, you know, just doing a little more research into the blue whale. That could help you to maybe get a good idea of, you know, the things that you love and the path that you want to fulfill here on earth. But yeah, your destiny is really associated with divine feminine energy. It's associated deeply with love, compassion, forgiveness, emotional healing as well, healing yourself, healing the planet, healing people and children on the planet right now, healing the environment, like we were talking about, the plants, the animals, the ecosystems, everything that has to do with nature. That is where your destiny lies. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you did like this reading, please like and subscribe and leave me a comment down below letting me know how this has resonated with you. I feel like we had a lot of different people in this reading, and I would just love to know how it has resonated differently with everyone. So please leave me a comment. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and if you did like this reading, I sincerely hope to see you in one of my next readings.